Official Exterminator, Kill for Love.
What the hell is this? I have no idea what's going on in this movie.
It is quite confusing. I'm on the same page as you there. But is it a bad movie?
Yes, it's the worst.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Official Exterminator, Kill for Love. It's from 1987, it lasts an hour and a half.
And it's the most confusing mess I've ever seen in a movie.
I think it's actually, what I've read up on it, it's the very little you can read up on it. It seems to be two movies spliced together. But I don't really know how, because there are people and characters crossing over storylines. You know, they're meeting people from supposedly the other movie. Anyway, this movie is really a mess. The acting, especially from the people in what looks to be the west of the world, they are terrible.
And get to the girl. Yes, if he can get into the family, then I have it made. Exactly.
The Eastern cast seem to be doing a bit better, but not a lot. It's such a bad movie.
It's just so confusing. Right, it starts off, we'll just talk about it.
Let's just talk about it.
So fine, let's talk about it.
It starts off in some little board meeting in a company, and this guy's like, oh, this rival organisation are doing better than us. Our profits are down this year. What can I do?
Let's take them down. Yeah. They decide to take them down by, well, they want one of their new staff members.
Do you have the person in mind? As a matter of fact, I do, boss. Who? Charlie Fong. But he's new. Yes, but he's a natural hard worker. He's also got good looks and charm.
It's worth a try, boss.
Charlie Fong.
They want him to infiltrate the other company. And the way to do this, not just get him a job there, not just make him sneak around the place. What he actually has to do is get close to the daughter of the boss of the rival company.
Seems a little convoluted.
Also, right, this is dubbed, obviously.
Yeah, it is.
And Charlie, he's the only one with like an English accent. Or at night the Australian, it's hard to tell.
Oh yeah, that's right, everyone else has got American accents, haven't they?
Yeah.
Weird. Very weird.
You can rely on me. I think I've got a really good chance.
Anyway, we follow Charlie for a bit. He gets a new flatmate, and it's this young woman he knew from his youth. And they move in together and very quickly fall in love.
Yeah, her name is Fonda.
Yeah, that's Fonda and Charlie. They're in love. She doesn't know about his upcoming mission, which he takes a while to get to. He does. But I didn't really know what was going on, because when I first saw this bit, I thought, oh, is this him undercover? Is this him dating the other boss's daughter? Nope. That's still to come.
Yeah, so he goes and meets the other boss's daughter, Sophie, and he falls in love with her as well. That only as an act, he says.
He does. He can't tell either woman what's going on. As the movie goes on, Fonda starts to question where he's going every night, why he's out on a Sunday.
Yeah, so she follows him.
She follows him, and she sees he's out with Sophie.
She is raging.
She is. She confronts him when he comes back. She also tells him she's pregnant.
Which she is.
Yeah, she's not making that up or anything. So he kicks her out onto the street.
Yet. And then the next morning, she apologises.
Yeah, she apologises. And he says, well, you still need to move out, because I need this. In his head, he's thinking, I need this pretense to work, that I'm single and I'm going to start dating this Sophie lady. But he can't tell her that. He says, well, you have to move out because we're unmarried, we're living in sin.
Yeah, and eventually, his boss, his real boss, says to him, your girlfriend's becoming a real burden, a real pain in the ass. You need to take care of her once and for all.
Hi, boss. What's doing?
Fonda is definitely causing us too much trouble. I want you to get rid of her once and for all.
Yeah. So he takes his girlfriend,
his pregnant girlfriend.
He takes her away for a weekend, says they're getting married, says this is a little honeymoon, like a practice honeymoon, I guess. And then he takes her out onto a lake,
like Fredo, in The Godfather 2.
Yeah. And he says, remember at the start of the movie you said you loved me so much you would even die for me? Well, I need you to die.
Yeah, he tries to throw her into the water and drown her. Jesus Christ. All this for an office job?
Yeah. It's not even, he's not in the CIA. He's not he's not working for, like, you know, something so secretive or somewhere where they're going to make him a billionaire. Nothing like that. It's just a regular office job where he can advance in his career over the years. And this is worth murdering this young woman who he supposedly is in love with.
They had a fight, they both fall in the water, and then she disappears.
Yeah. He thinks, well, she must have drowned.
You're missing out loads of the movie.
Yeah, well, I'm missing out another movie, because while this is all going on, we're getting intercut scenes of these white guys who are trying to kill each other. It looks like some of the members of the board meeting from the start of the movie, they are having a rivalry with this other company, as we said, but this rivalry isn't, oh, you've sold more paper clips than us this month. This rivalry is, let's go into an abandoned warehouse and shoot each other to death.
Yet, and that's what they do.
Yeah. At the end, only one member of the rival company is standing. Turns out they're the good guys, but it's only one guy left. All his teammates have been shot dead, so he manages to shoot all the other team dead and escape.
But it's not over yet.
It's not, because we get random clips of him on the street, him and his buddy being attacked. One of his buddies is stabbed to death. We see him later on, he's just training with swords in a public park, doing flips and stuff.
Arrest him.
Well, he doesn't get arrested, but he does get attacked again by a ninja.
Oh yeah, this ninja, middle of the daytime, so sneaky, these ninjas. Dressed in bright yellow. This guy just knocks him out, and that's the last to see of him.
Yeah, he's not dead, he's just knocked out, but he never comes back. Anyway, back to Charlie and Sophie and Fonda. Charlie thinks Fonda is dead, so he goes and actually asks Sophie to marry him. So, you've talked a bit of fluff, man. So, cut to the church, they're getting married.
Yeah, there's a full choir there and everything. What kind of wedding is this? Very extravagant.
Yeah, well, as they're about to tie the knot, guess who turns up?
Who?
Fonda.
Oh yeah. Fonda turns up, and she chases Sophie and everyone else off, so Charlie slats her to the ground.
He does. But then she pulls out a knife, stabs him, and then stabs herself.
Yeah, stabs herself again and again and again and again and again. Only stabbed him once. I don't know if he dies or lives.
I don't think it shows you that. It just shows her stabbing herself until the police come. Yeah, the police come and cuff her almost dead body.
Yeah. What the hell? And that's the last time they see that storyline.
That's how that scene ends. I'm guessing if that was its own standalone movie, that's how that movie would have ended, with her being cuffed, even though she's pretty much dead. Anyway, it's not the end of this movie, because we get more of the businessmen, the white guys, fighting.
The boss of the door meeting at the start, the scruffiest looking boss I've ever seen, by the way.
Well, he turns up, yeah.
Yeah, he turns up with his mates.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 of them. And they've all got machine guns. There's a big running gun battle through the forest. And the lone guy takes out all the members of the other team until it comes down to him and the boss. So, it's the boss of the boardroom meeting versus the lone survivor of the other company.
How are these companies still in business?
I don't know.
Although, I'd like to see Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk hunt each other with rifles.
Okay, well, they're both out of bullets. They end up having a bit of a karate fight.
Yeah, but it's not even then. It's guys in wigs doing like all the stunts. Why hire these guys? They're not exactly actors if they're not even going to do their own stunts. They're terrible at acting and stunts.
Anyway, this movie, this is what it's all led up to. One man versus another in a battle to the death. They scrap, they fight, they kick, they punch, they flip, and eventually, while he's on the ground being kicked to death, the lone survivor manages to grab an empty rifle, picks it up, swings it at the head of the boss.
Yeah, knocks him over. He gets wedged into a tree branch. The survivor turns the gun around, swings it to the guy's head. He's going to stove his head in. It's going to crush his skull, break his neck, whatever he's going to do. And then freeze frame, the end. Seriously, I'm not even joking, that's how it ends. This is shite!
Right, well, that is not good. I wouldn't recommend watching this, no, I definitely wouldn't recommend watching it. In fact, I'd recommend any copies of it be darned. Okay, well, let's not go that far. So, is it a bad movie? Of course it is! Look at it! Right, okay, well, that's official Exterminator, Kill for Love. Look at the toaster, it's nothing like it. Oh, no, I know. Well, anyway, thanks for watching.
Hit like, hit subscribe, watch another video please, and consider supporting the Patreon. We'll see you next time. This is terrible.